1. 2 days earlier. Thinking about vengeance is one thing. Training for vengeance is another. Actually being here at Rawley Heights? Holy fucking shit. These kids aren't imposters. They aren't fake or pretending to be badass. They're seriously tough. The rough and tumble type of delinquents moms from the suburbs warn their privileged womb warriors to stay away from. Me? I'm walking straight into the hornet's nest. I approach the metal detectors. A kid in front of me slips a knife into his shoe to hide it. Just about everyone around us notices, but the guards don't, or they look the other way. I haven't identified him as a member of the Heights crew yet, but that doesn't mean he isn't. Their reach is far, open-ended, and scary as fuck. The guard waves me forward, and my stomach clenches. Maybe I should have thought harder about bringing a blade with me and hiding it somewhere. The dude in front of me is already walking around the detectors with a nod at the guard. Instead of freaking out, I toss my bag on the table so they can go through the contents while I walk through the detectors. I swear to God the guard who checks my bag licks his lips and fondles the tampon I have in there. Fucking creep. He gives me a toothy grin, and I practically yank my bag out of his hands and walk away. My tiny outburst is nothing like the shit the other students are giving the uniformed showpieces. You only have to watch the nightly news to know the guards aren't stopping a lot of the shit happening here. In fact, a few lines over from me, a girl is bitching a guard out because he found a baggie of weed in the front pocket of her book bag. It's not that he found it, it's that he's threatened to flush it. He's about to stand from his stool when she tears the baggie from his grip and runs through the parking lot until she's out of view. No one gives the scene a second glance. It's a huge difference for me, though I'd die before I show it. My aunt and uncle brought me up in the life of private schools and dinner parties, but I never fit in with their world. I knew what I was getting myself into when I decided to enroll here. I'd do all this and more just as long as I get to do what I came here to do. And trust me, I'll be doing shit a hell of a lot worse than pulling my bag away from a potential child molester before the year's out. While I walk down the graffitied hallway, angry looks follow me everywhere. Trust me, I've changed schools before. I know what the normal looks should be. They should be curious, sizing up even. Not these. These are straight up nasty from the beginning. Like, how dare I set foot on their turf kind of bullshit. In Rawley Heights, you're an enemy before you're proven worthy. I have a plan to get on their good side, but I have to let this charade play out for what it is. Eat a bag of shit and die, one of the mouthier bitches says, knocking her shoulder into mine as she passes. I look away, bringing my bag closer. On the outside, it looks like I'm scared to death. Tactically, I'm just making sure no one uses my own bag as a weapon against me. I don't have time for that shit. It's barely 8 in the morning, and I'm fucking tired. And cranky. Fuck. I forgot to eat breakfast. No fucking wonder I'm jittery. Note to self for tomorrow. Breakfast really is the meal of champions. Another girl walks past me and clips my shoulder with hers. I stumble forward to keep my feet underneath me, but I don't make eye contact. That would just be asking for trouble. Behind me, a male voice cuts through the air like he's the MC at a party.
New pussy!
Students around me chitter like it's the funniest thing they've heard all day. I mean, it may be. Did I mention it's only fucking 8 o'clock in the morning? The crowd parts, and a guy at the very end of the hall leans back against his locker, one leg quirked with his foot planted on the metal behind him. He's staring down the hallway like he owns the place, before zeroing in on me. New pussy, apparently. Holy hot shit. Hopefully, I'm as good of an actress as I think I am. Otherwise, he'll see the spark of acknowledgement in my eyes. Private school assholes never did it for me. Guys like this, though? Damn. Yes. Just fucking yes. I reach up to pull my hair around my ears, a gesture I hope looks hesitant. I know who the guy is. I've done my research. I just didn't expect to have this much of a visceral reaction to him. He quirks an eyebrow, and I wet my lips. He's tan with dark hair shaved at the sides. The top is longer and slicked back. He has bottomless pits for eyes that should make me think he's definitely an enemy, but it doesn't. It makes me wonder how deep his pit actually is. I'd be willing to bet it's not as deep as mine, but we all have secrets, don't we? We all have things we'd rather not remember. Memories we hold tight to but wish they would blow away like smoke on the wind. Just how bad are you, Oscar Drago? A hand shoves me from behind, and I sprawl toward him. I end up within a couple of feet of his casual stance, and look up. I suck in a breath. The energy coming off him sets fire to my nerve endings. He's wearing a cheap-ass Rawley Heights Letterman jacket he got for playing football. Quarterback, to be exact. Last year, he left to go to Spring Hill, chasing rich girl pussy. When he got back, he paid for that shit. At least, that's what I hear. He had to make ties with the Heights crew to stop his ass from being fucked up every day. Not that you'd know it from the look on his face right now. He looks smug as all shit. The same person who pushed me forward grabs a hold of my neck, forcing me closer to Oscar.
Say hello to your master, little cunt.
I grit my teeth, but Oscar just beams at me like he's won the fucking lottery. The fingers tighten around my neck.
I said say hello. Or are you too much of a princess for us?
I swallow down the bile rising up my throat. I want to tell both of these assholes to get fucked, but that won't bode well for me here. I can't make enemies. I need to sneak in the back door, not come in guns blazing. Not yet, anyway. Hello? I say. My voice makes Oscar tilt his head.
Hello what?
His eyes almost twinkle. I swear he's getting off on this. The richness in his voice makes me squeeze my legs together. For fuck's sake, I need to get a hold of myself. I'm getting off on this shit. Excuse me? Oscar snickers and kicks off the locker before stepping forward. Whoever has my neck in a vice loosens his hold and backs away until it's just Oscar and I, face to face. I smile tentatively. I'm Kyla. His lips turn up.
You think I give a fuck?
He moves around me, staring me up and down while walking around me in a wide circle. We've attracted a crowd now. As much as I'd love to demolish these guys, I keep my mouth shut and my arms pinned to my sides. When he moves around to face me again, he shakes his head.
You're not giving us anything, are you?
His stare drags down my oversized t-shirt, which is cleverly hiding my body away from everyone. I'm pretty much dressed the exact opposite of every other female in this school. On purpose. I pretend I don't know what he's talking about. The truth is, if I came in here dressed like everyone else, I'd be on their radar for the wrong reasons. I'm going to be on their radar, sure, but by my doing. I try to walk away, but the same guy from before grips my neck again, forcing me to stay in place. My face reddens, and I let the heat crawl all over me until my skin is hot and itchy. A throaty laugh rips from Oscar.
I give her 2 days.
The guy behind me, most likely someone trying to get into the Heights crew since he's acting like Oscar's little bitch instead of standing next to him, roars. Somehow, the sound is more infuriating than Oscar's guess at how long I'll last here in the Heights.
We'll let the girls deal with her.
Oscar says, nodding at me.
She's not worth our time.
The grip on my neck loosens for a fraction of a second before I'm pushed to the side. I stumble, catching myself on the intersecting hallway wall. I look over my shoulder at the douche who keeps manhandling me, solidifying his face in my memory so I can kick his ass when I get the chance. He has a lip ring. That could be fun. And no, not to kiss, to tear it the fuck out. Men don't need to be handling women that way, especially to pretend like they're fucking cool. Afterward, I focus on Oscar. He's eyeing me still, but nothing in his face gives away what he's thinking. I guess we're both good like that. From what I've already gathered about Oscar, he'll pretty much do whatever it takes to make his life better, including succumbing to the whims of the Heights crew for protection. Throughout the day, the insults get worse. It hasn't taken long for word to spread that it's open season on me. Guys sit back, watching the girls try to tear me to shreds on my very first day. Some get physical. Some just use their words. The only respite I get is while I'm in class. But even then, it depends on the teacher. Some teachers don't have control of their classrooms at all. It's anarchy in English. People come and go as they want, and not one time in any of my classes do any of the teachers ask who I am. I'm getting the impression no one gives a shit about these guys, not even themselves. At the end of the day, I try my locker again. I haven't been able to get the fucking thing open all day, which isn't going to work for me. I need some place to store my shit. Maybe hide something contraband in case I need it. After the 5th time trying to open it, I groan. Fuck me. I look around, only to find Oscar walking down the intersecting hallway. He's got one of the other crew members next to him. Brawler. I blink at him. He's bigger up close. With a name like Brawler, he had to be chiseled and muscled in all the right places. But within 20 yards, he's a sight to behold. I won't ever deny what fighters' physiques do to me. I've spent my fair time in gyms across the state, and I've seen some banging bodies. This guy? He's right up there at the top. A split second of warning is all I get before my head slams into my broken locker. I grunt, bringing my hands up to prevent another go. When I realize it isn't coming, I turn to find one of the crew cunts smiling at me. Girls aren't usually let into gangs like the Heights crew, but I know this type of chick. She hangs on the guys, mostly for protection. She throws her weight around like she means something to them, but she doesn't. Only a lukewarm hole to stick their dick into when they want it. The only chicks who make it into the crew are either as badass as the guys, legacy, or girls who are going to end up tied to a member for life. Traditionally, we'd call that husband and wife, but for the crew, it's more than that. You can't just divorce the crew if you want out. This girl wants in. Bad. She smirks down the hallway at Oscar and Brawler when they stop to look back at us. The flow of the other students moves around them. Now that she has their attention, she returns her stare to me. I guess you are a princess, huh? My jaw locks. I now have a raging fucking headache. I knew I wasn't going to get out of today unscathed, but fuck. I have to remind myself that it's all part of my plan. I reach up, feeling the bruised skin that's already forming a welt above my eyebrow. What was that for? The girl laughs, cocking her head back. She has huge hoop earrings in, which is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. She has to know the second she gets into a fight, someone's going to rip those out of her fucking ear. She must be under more protection than I thought. That says you won't last 2 days. She steps in closer. I'm making sure that happens. I sneak a peek behind her to find Oscar, aka Bat, and Brawler openly watching us still. They don't move to the side of the hallway or try to hide what they're doing. They just stare. Because they're looking our way, everyone else does too. Moving to look back at the desperate girl, I raise my eyebrows at her. I take a quick look, scanning down her body, trying to figure out how much of a problem she's going to be. With the way she keeps checking over her shoulder, it's apparent she's all bark and no bite. She just wants to put on a show. Well, so do I. I step back against my locker, holding my book bag to myself again. I keep my hand on the lump forming on my forehead. I've had far worse injuries, but they don't need to know that. This has been the shittiest day, I groan. The girl in front of me looks over, eyes gleaming. It's only going to get worse from here. Why? I ask, pretending like I can barely even meet her eyes. Because you're in Rawley Heights now, princess. She gives me a dismissive look. We don't fuck around.
You can listen to the rest of the book in the Tempt Romance audiobooks app, available on the App Store and Google Play. The link to the book is in the description. Discover even more bestsellers and exclusive stories updated weekly, only in Tempt Romance audiobooks.